Well, spin.
I tell you what. Morning, folks. How you doing? We're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. The guest today, it is Lynn Wells. How you doing, Lynn?
Doing great, Bruce. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Wonderful.
Do you love my
Thank
voice?
You so much.
Do you like my new voice?
He's got. I just shook his hand. Now I have to go wash my hands. he's got an awful frog. Not awful.
No, it's just a little allergy thing. It's an allergy thing.
Slight, but
that or TB. I'm not sure.
But you're a professional.
Oh yes, I came anyway.
Yeah, no. But you're a professional that you depend on your voice to.
I do. I sure do.
We are going to talk about who knows what. We're probably.
It doesn't matter.
We might talk a little bit about the Kentucky Derby today.
I've been a few times. Actually to the Derby, and it's a lot of fun.
You watched this weekend.
I did.
We might talk about the controversy on the Kentucky Derby, and we've got all kinds of stuff coming up. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on channel 25 or channel 100, depending on your fiber situation. Also in Salem on channel 3, channel 100 if you're in Louisville, Browns, Albion, West Salem, Fairfield, Jeff, Sisney, all over the place. So what is going on in your life today? Some community events to tell you about today. This is Tuesday. By the way, it's Tuesday.
It is, absolutely.
It's Tuesday, May 7th today. Sign up for Kids in Motion. Now, you love Kids in Motion.
Absolutely. It's a good program. It really is.
It is.
Kids in Motion. Is this the one down in...
This is the one in Fairfield.
The one in Fairfield at the First Baptist Church?
Kids in Motion.
Is it at the Fairfield First Baptist Church? That's where it was.
Yes,
anyway.
it is.
Still there.
First Baptist Church.
It is a nice program for kids after school, and because parents a lot of times don't get off work, and then they pick their kids up when they get off work, and there's a lot of activities going on there. Good program. Good program. I've had some grandkids in there.
I opened you up for your, I'm trying to set it up there for the tea. One of the things you always say about Kids in Motion.
Kids that got the motion.
Kids that got the motion.
Well, sometimes they have ADD.
He's gone.
I'm sorry.
He's maturing.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice.
Well, I appreciate that.
That's okay.
I won't set
kids that got the motions.
I won't set the easy ones up for you anymore. All right, what else is going on today at this? Oh, by the way, sign up today for the Kids with Motion Summer Day Camp at from 4 o'clock to 5:30, and also the Kingdom Kids program. Both of them down there at the First Baptist Church in Fairfield. If you need any other information, give them a call. Call Suzanne Doggett at 919-0628. She'll help you out.
You bet.
Kids in Motion starts on May 28th and runs through August 2nd. Also today at the Assembly of God Church here in Flora.
You know what I got to say about that?
Actually, what's that?
Glory.
You see now you've got enough voice for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's good then.
Glory.
There you go. The Assembly of God Church is going to be at the Flora Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center today.
How cool is
at
that?
6:30 tonight, and that'll be for about an hour or so. And also the Better Breathers Club will be meeting. You've got a little problem.
Where's the Better Breathers?
You need to know this. The Better Breathers Club is meeting at Carl Richland Memorial Hospital.
Oh my goodness, that's in Alney, isn't it?
That is in Alney.
Alney, as they say. We're in God's country. Alney.
This is Alney.
If you're down in Wayne County, it's Alney.
That's right.
It's like several syllables.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right. But that's today, and that's at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
That reminds me of Aunt Jenny. Did I tell you about Aunt Jenny going to speaking of Better Breathers?
Breathers.
Yeah, Better Breathers.
Yes, okay.
She went to the doctor and had some, lung issues.
I didn't know that.
And the doctor,
terribly sorry to hear that.
Put the stethoscope in, said, big breaths, and she said, I used to. But anyway, go ahead, please.
That's a new one.
I heard that one. Big breaths. Well, they used to be.
How about that?
Oh, well, this may be your last show.
That'll be fine. It'll be fine.
For a Tuesday, that's not too bad.
Tuesday, May 7th. It is also National Teacher Appreciation Day.
Oh, my.
Yeah, Teacher Appreciation Day. This started actually back in the 1950s or 1940s or something like that. 1940s. A day to honor teachers set by Eleanor Roosevelt persuaded the 81st Congress to proclaim National Teachers Day. Congress declared later on, March 7th, 1980, as National Teachers Day, and then it got moved into May a little bit later on. Okay, I got to ask you, Len Wells, have you ever taught at all in schools or like as a substitute teacher?
I have, as a matter of fact. I did some teaching at Wabash Valley College as an adjunct.
You
teacher.
do now?
No. Used to.
You used to?
I taught a little TV production.
Oh, that's cool.
At Wabash Valley College
Was that
years
back
ago.
in the days of videotape?
Oh, absolutely. Before everything became digital, yes.
Yes.
Back in the videotape days. And actually, at the time, I was still shooting film. That's how long ago that was.
Oh, really?
Film, 16-millimeter sound film.
That took a little while to...
Quite an adjustment there.
Yeah, I suspect. Another one that actually applies to you to this date, this is National Paste Up Day.
Yeah, I remember. I remember one time, Bruce, I'll never forget this as long as I live.
Really?
An employer of mine, a former employer, long ago and far away, said there's a little something extra in your check today. Handed me the check, opened it up. I'm thinking there might be, maybe a little bonus in there. It was a McDonald's coupon for a Big Mac. Little something extra in your check this week. I'll never forget that.
National. So that's the one you were national. For those of you who don't know what National Paste Up Day is,
I don't know what it is.
It is the day where they acknowledge and talk about the folks who used to set, print, and paste up the newspapers and stuff.
I thought you said
Magazines.
paste up.
Paste up.
I thought you said paste up.
No,
my gosh. I know all about paste up.
Well, that's what I thought.
Well, Bruce, you don't talk very plain. How did you get into TV? I thought you said paste up day. That's why I told the silly story about
National,
the McDonald's.
Well, I wondered. Well, I just figured it's
made no sense.
I figured it's because you was the employer that you used to work at having a paste up.
I'm very familiar with paste up and waxing the.
That's the thing.
That's why they call it pasting up, is wax. Actually,
National Paste Up Day is observed each May 7th. This day is about remembering those times before desktop publishing.
Yes.
And computerized digital imaging when newspapers, magazines, and catalogs were compiled by hand, and those that worked so tediously in those positions. This is your day.
When I
former teacher, former paste up guy.
When I started in newspaper work, we still had a linotype. So the type for the columns that you see in a regular newspaper were set by a linotype operator, lead. So we'd come out a galley full of lead.
What'd you call them? The chunks or something? What are the name of the
a line of type?
Okay, well I thought you had like particular names for the pieces that you were putting into the.
Well, that's to lock it up.
Yeah,
that's called keys and coins and furniture and things of that nature.
Yes,
but anyway, so you'd have a galley of lead type.
Okay.
Which would be like a news story, for example. And then you would lock that in there to where it wouldn't move.
Right.
You would take a brayer. You know what a brayer is?
No. It's a donkey.
No. A brayer is a rubber roller that you put ink on the rubber roller, and then you run the rubber roller over the ink up the type, and then you put a piece of white paper over that, and then you roll another roller over that, and then you had a copy of what your linotype had set. And then you trim that up, and then you paste it up.
There you go.
And that was before you had your digital stuff.
Today is your day.
Thank you. Oh, I feel so happy.
Today is, you didn't even know this was your day.
I thought it was paste up day.
Oh,
can't you hear me?
No, I guess not. What's on TV? What do you want to watch on TV? We got baseball today.
Oh, Cardinals?
Actually, a little bit of Cardinals. I'll get to those. Wabash Catch TV. We've got two different games going on today, as we'll have the North Clay Cardinals at home against the Mount Carmel Golden Aces this afternoon. That'll be on 4:15, Channel 25 or Channel 100. If you are on the Salem setup, if you're on Salem, the old U.S. Sonnet, you'll get Breeze Central at Salem Wildcats. I'll be over there.
That'll be a good game, won't it?
It should be pretty good.
I think it will.
And
the weather's going to be nice for a change.
About time.
It is.
About time. Also today in the NHL's Game 7, the Dallas Stars at the St. Louis Blues. Big Game 7 matchup there. In the NBA today, Game 5, a couple of Game 5s. These both on ESPN as the Philadelphia 76ers are at Toronto. That series tied up at 2. And the same thing, Portland Trail Blazers at Denver Nuggets. That series also tied tied up 2 games apiece. Those both on ESPN, channel 601. And in Major League Baseball, the Chicago White Sox are in Cleveland. Cleveland starts their games at 6 o'clock local, so it's a 5 o'clock start.
5 o'clock start in Cleveland. Yeah, they're on
5
Eastern.
o'clock start here.
5 o'clock start here. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
It's a little early.
It is. It seems that way, doesn't it?
I would think it'd be difficult for folks to get to the game on time.
Well, you'd think so, but, what do I know? Well, they'll have 30 or 40,000 people at that game, will they not?
Probably not Cleveland anymore.
Oh, really? That bad, huh?
They'll have 15, maybe. 20.
Oh, well, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Well, that's true. The Philadelphia Phillies, they'll have about 40,000 at this game. Philadelphia Phillies are in St. Louis tonight. That's on Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. And that game is at 6:45. And the Chicago Cubs are on television tonight as well. The Miami Marlins at Chicago. That's on NBC Sports Plus channel. NBC Sports Channel Plus.
Where's Don Mattingly now?
644. He's at Miami. Actually,
he's at Miami.
He'll be in Chicago.
Met him a few times. Nice guy. Really nice fellow.
When did you meet Don Mattingly?
When he was with the Yankees.
Was he down on his luck then?
No, he was at the very top of his game when he was with the Yankees. Yeah.
Did you meet his lovely wife?
She had some issues. His first wife had his current wife is a lovely lady.
I see. I haven't met her.
His first wife, as I recall, the police had been called on her a few times.
There might be.
But Don Mattingly's a great guy.
Might be the occasional issue. Folks, you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. The guest is Len Wells, and I've got him up there as from the Navigator. Is it?
That's fine. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know what exactly to put where you are. Pitching your
well, I'm no longer on probation, or bond, or out on bond, or anything. Navigator's good, pretty much.
That's good. Yeah. We'll be back right after these. Do stick around.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
I'm Brian. You probably know someone who's had a heart attack, COPD, or a heart bypass operation. You might even know someone who's had a heart transplant, lung cancer, or part of their lung removed. But what about someone who's had all 6? Now you do. My tip is, if smoking doesn't get you one way, it'll get you another.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today, it's Mr. Lynn Wells.
Thank you, Bruce, for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. From the Navigator. Okay, well, I feel
three
bad.
papers in one, actually.
It's a Navigator Journal Register. Is that what it's called?
That's correct.
I'm close. Is that right?
It's a Navigator Journal Register. It actually is a... It started as the Mercury Independent newspaper in Grayville.
Right.
That newspaper.
That was Big Bill Seal.
That was Bill Seal and his dad.
Wild Bill Seal.
Fighting Billy.
Fighting Billy.
Fighting Billy Seal and his father, Nolan Seal, had the Mercury Independent newspaper.
Okay.
And that, after the passing of Bill Seal, Fighting Billy, that newspaper no longer existed. So they combined with the Albion Journal Register.
Okay.
And so anyway, after the Mercury Independent, then they established the Navigator newspaper and then joined in with the Albion paper. So you combine Grayville with Albion, hence you get the Navigator Journal Register.
And now you also have the Prairie Post.
You have the Prairie Post, which is a free distribution newspaper to people who live in basically
West Salem,
White County, Edwards County, and those areas. And I think it's a little part of Wabash County, but it's a free paper. And then they have the Carmi Chronicle. They established a new paper in Carmi.
Is that a daily?
It is a daily,
okay.
And it's in competition with the Carmi Times, which is owned by a syndicate, and syndicate papers. Unfortunately, these days they're managed from far, far away, and they're really going downhill.
The local ownership really makes a huge difference.
Huge difference in any business, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's key to having local ownership, or at the very least, very local management. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And the Navigator Journal Register, they have all local people that have been in business, in that area.
Steve still doing
Steve Hartsock, still the kind of the main man there, and Pat Seal's widow, Joellen Seal, has a hand in the business quite a bit, even though she's still the city clerk at the city of Grayville. Has been there forever.
Isn't she also involved still with the Greater Wabash area?
Well, the Economic Development Commission,
yes.
EDC or EDGE, I think it's called, and she's still involved in that. But now, since her husband's passing, she has a hand in the Navigator Journal.
Oh, that's cool.
Not necessarily editorially speaking, but in the business end of it.
So you've been doing that since you retired from...
Yes. I've been writing a weekly column for the Navigator Journal Register, and I've also been writing a little fiction for the Prairie Post, which is also now being included in the Carmi Chronicle and from time to time in the Navigator Journal. And that's Uncle Skeet.
Uncle Skeet, yeah. We talked about Uncle Skeet last time. Uncle Skeet is a
character.
A character. He doesn't really exist, does he?
No, he does not, and nor do any of his kinfolk or anything like that.
That's too bad.
But I think I may have mentioned this before in a previous appearance on here. I did have an Uncle Skeet. I really did. I don't know that I ever knew the guy, but I was told about him as a kid.
When did Uncle Skeet leave this realm of existence?
Probably when I was a teenager.
Is that right?
Because at the time, I remember he was a barber somewhere.
Yeah.
Uncle Skeet was a barber. We don't remember where.
Yeah.
But I keep asking people around, do you remember a barber named Skeet? I don't know what you're talking about. But Skeet was...
You ask people wherever you go.
And nobody knew Skeet other than I was told that I had an Uncle Skeet who was a barber.
Okay.
So and that's kind of, I just like the name. That's all. It was either going to be Slats, Skeets, or Slewfoot. Those are all good names.
Those are, well, so actually Slash and Skeet, you might
Slats.
find... Slats.
As in what you put under your mattress, slats.
I see. Slats and skeet, you might see on a birth certificate potentially in this kind of area.
In this part of the country, it wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a kid named Poopy. Well, I mean, really, like, I don't know. Poopy Lee. Poopy Lee exists.
Skeets might name a child Poopy.
Poopy Lee
what did exist?
Well, yeah, because Poopy Lee was part of the Protective Order of Pigeons.
Right.
The Poop Lodge.
That's exactly Golden Gate.
By the way, that's I'm surprised you didn't have their meeting on there for Tuesday night.
Is that coming up?
Tuesday night.
It's tonight.
The head flapper's going to be there at the Protective Order of Pigeons.
What's the head flapper do?
Well, he's like the exhausted rooster of the Elks Club.
Is that right?
Or something like. I get those all confused. I mean, I probably have that wrong. You're an elk, right?
I am an elk.
It is not exhausted rooster.
It is. It's close. It's exalted ruler.
Well, it's kind of like a National Pay Stub Day.
Well,
sorry about that.
I was going to say, you're already dealing with allergies. So,
I am.
With your voice. So I'm assuming that you might have them in between your.
What'd you say? Says he thinks he knows you. That's a great punchline, isn't it? One of the all-time great punchlines.
What
did he say? I think
you really can't tell that joke.
No. Says he thinks he knows you.
Oh, that's a great joke. That is just an outstanding. You know,
I'm going to do a punchline book one of these days.
Are you?
Yeah, the front half will be all nothing but punchlines, and the second half will be the setup. I think
that's going to be impossible because the setups are usually. It's 30 seconds to a minute long, and the punchline's just a short, little, quick.
Usually like a one-liner, two or three words even. Says he thinks he knows you. Yeah, it would be great.
Well, I see, at some point you're going to have to. Can you clean that up?
Well, many of them I can.
Don't think
many of them I can. Many of them I can. Many of them I have. Well, it's just like. I don't know. I'm going to think of some.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest is Len Wells from the Navigator Journal Register, and we're going to be right back. We're going to talk. We might get to the Kentucky Derby.
Somebody said they had that. Was it Saturday? Was it?
It was something last weekend.
Last weekend. Yeah, okay. I heard about it
last weekend. We'll be right back after these. Do stick around.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Christine, and I used to smoke. My tip is, when you hear the words oral cancer, think about more than just your mouth. The skin grafts and reconstructive surgery can really leave a mark on your arm, your shoulder, and your neck. Not to mention what it can do to your face.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you or a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Guest today is Lynn Wells. He is
the man, the legend.
The man, yeah, that's exactly.
Friend of those who have no friends.
He certainly is.
That's me. Yeah.
Certainly is. Did you watch the Kentucky Derby over there?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Really?
I was very exciting. I knew it was going to be a muddy race, and it was a terribly muddy race. You know, the only
sloppy,
very sloppy, and the only person that's going to not have his goggles full of mud is the leader.
That's right.
I understand led pretty much the entire race,
start to finish.
And didn't have any mud on his face at all,
start to finish.
And then everything went.
Everything just went kerplooey.
Yes, it did.
Have you ever seen? Well, see, now you go to that race.
I have. You have many times.
That race.
10 or 15 times.
You'll occasionally go to racetracks. Have you ever seen a brouhaha such as there was Saturday for the 20 minutes?
No.
Inquiry.
Well, because most people, if you lost, you just throw your tickets up in the air and go to the house.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't have been a good thing to do in this particular case.
Actually, I've heard stories. I heard stories on the radio this morning.
People had torn their tickets up and went home.
No, of people who'd thrown their tickets away. I heard stories of there were 2 or 3 people who had found tickets on the ground.
That is not that uncommon. I see people, when I was at the Derby, I'd see people going around picking up, just to see if anything.
Yeah.
There are people that leave money on the,
leave money on the table.
They do. They really do. That's only $15. It ain't worth it.
That's the, and it's a 20-minute inquiry, and it wasn't clear that it was going to be an inquiry for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Exactly. I mean, they'd already, the network, which I think was NBC had already done the post-race interview with the, like they do on horseback, and did all that. Oh, it's exciting, yeah. And then you see the roses coming out and everything, and the next thing you know, there's this sick look on the jockey's face. Something ain't right.
When you see other jockeys going to the telephone.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you know, this is happening.
Now, maybe you can explain something to me, because what I didn't understand, this was under review.
Yes.
And they showed a picture of a woman in a booth with 18 different TV screens.
She was the head steward.
That's what she was. See, I didn't know what her title was. And talk about the weight of the world on her.
She was the head steward. There were 3 stewards in charge of the race.
I'm not trying to interview you, but explain what a steward is, because
the stewards are basically the ones. Actually, they are appointed by the state, by the racing commission.
Okay.
And they are the ones who oversee the race itself and the entries and make sure that everything is.
So they don't have any monetary interest in anything.
No.
Okay.
No. They are
totally independent.
It's a state employee.
Okay, I got you.
That was a state employee.
So there, this lady is looking at all the video, and she sees something that's a little funky.
But the thing was, I saw something.
Was there a challenge then?
Yes.
Thrown.
I saw something a little funky. I mean, I was watching the race, and I thought it was my horse in the lead. I had money on that horse. All right.
Wow.
It's legal.
I understand.
Legal.
Yeah, I understand.
Legal betting on that.
Was your bookie out in the alley? He was out in the alley, right?
He was hiding after the race. I'll tell you.
No, there is legal.
No, but seriously. So yeah, my horse is in the lead,
and you're happy.
It's a mile and a quarter race, right?
Sure.
And my horse is in the lead for the whole, the first 3 quarters of it.
Fresh air all the way.
Beautiful day.
Fresh air.
Beautiful run. And he comes around. He's coming around that far corner, which means about another 400, 500 yards to finish. And he just started bebopping out there where he didn't need to go.
Unnecessarily.
Huh?
Unnecessarily,
absolutely,
really.
Yeah. It was the horse did it. The jockey just let him go, and that's the problem. The jockey didn't control his horse. But so the horse clicked heels with the horse behind,
which is considered a bump.
Which is a bump, but also that caused that horse to bump into another horse, and
that could have also been a disaster.
It was this close to being a disaster. I mean,
in terms of horses falling. I mean, that could have happened.
You'd had jockeys falling and horses falling.
No, it could have been
over
horrible.
the track.
Could have been horrible.
It would have been horrific. But so they came around, right? The whole thing came around. John Court, who is the oldest driver or oldest rider in the race this time, maybe one of the oldest ever. He's like 59 years old, and he was a jock. He was the second one who got bumped. He wasn't the first one. War Wills with a guy named Tyler Gaffalione was the was the rider who got bumped first. He's the one who saved everybody's life.
Wow.
He's the one who held his horse up to slow it down a little bit, basically killed all its momentum. War of Wills wasn't going to win the race at that point because he got bumped. And his horse bumped into Court's horse. I can't remember which one was Court's horse, but Court's horse ended up getting 17th place.
Wow.
And so whenever they disqualified Maximum Security, the champ, whenever they disqualified him out, they put him in 18th place.
Out of 18 horses?
Out of 19.
19 horses.
19. So anyway, but Court was the first, well, actually Court wasn't the first, the Flat Flavien or something, Laprat Flavien, or whatever his name was, the jockey on the Horse Country House, he made the complaint to the Outriders. Well, the Outriders, they come along and talk to you after the race.
Right.
He said to the Outriders, "Hey, I've got a problem. We've got a problem here." And
so that was communicated to the stewards.
It was communicated to the stewards immediately that there was a problem, and then Court also, he stopped, got off.
So that's the same as a challenge, right there.
That's the same as a challenge, and it would have, the stewards might have let it go. You never know if they let it go without the jockeys hadn't made the challenge. But the jocks made the challenge.
So I read something this morning that Maximum Security's owner or whatever is going to file an appeal. That's not going to go anywhere, is it?
No. It's the race is basically over when it's over, and he can file an appeal.
Maybe he's just trying to
nothing to appeal against.
Maybe he's trying to keep his horse's stud fee up a little bit.
Well, that might be. That might be because a Derby winner is going to make a bigger
absolutely.
Stud fee than
absolutely.
But the guy's a billionaire philanthropist anyway.
Oh, is he?
He'll be okay. He'll be fine.
I was just as happy that a Baffert horse did not win this year. Just to be honest with you,
a Baffert horse didn't make the top three.
No,
I bet against the Baffert. I bet against all three Baffert horses. I had a Baffert free top three,
and it's not that I hate the guy. I just think let somebody else win for a change.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Well, you folks, we might talk. Actually, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Kentucky Derby probably when we come back. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Lynn Wells, the guest here, and we'll be right back after these. Do stick around.
I'm Brian. You probably know someone who's had a heart attack, COPD, or a heart bypass operation. You might even know someone who's had a heart transplant, lung cancer, or part of their lung removed. But what about someone who's had all six? Now you do. My tip is, if smoking doesn't get you one way, it'll get you another.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Len Wells. He of the Grayville Journal-Register, the Navigator Journal-Register
with headquarters in Albion and Grayville.
What's the big news lately?
All the news is news. Wouldn't be the news without the news. I have no idea. I had a home invasion.
Now, you
had a home invasion down in Carmi.
You did?
I didn't have one, but they did.
Did you participate in it?
No. I gave that up. I gave that up for Lent.
Sound like you're taking possession of it there.
No. That was a home invasion. Trying to think what else there was. That was a horrible accident. Did you see that on Interstate, that killer highway, the highway that I hate, Interstate 57? Did you hear about that last week? I think it was Thursday, maybe. Had an SUV ran into the back of a semi, killed 5 people from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
That's a horrible road. I hate Interstate 57, especially anywhere south of Mount Vernon, Illinois to Interstate 24 is just like a racetrack. It's just like a racetrack.
Why are you talking about this?
I don't know. You said what was in the news.
You and I both said, we both just told each other over the next 5 days, we're both taking that road.
Well, that's true. Never thought about that.
We're both driving to Carbondale.
All I can tell you is stay off onto the shoulder and drive like 40 miles an hour in the grass. In the grass.
Go on 37 instead, maybe?
Well, no, it was my whole family wiped out. That was awful.
Oh, that's just terrible.
But yeah, that is a racetrack. You got to be careful on that road. There's no question about that.
What do you choose? How do you choose? Because you're still writing a news column in addition to a feature column. In addition to the fiction column.
Right? Humor, yeah.
How do you choose what you want to write about in the feature column?
A lot of it has to do with what's going on topically speaking. What I want to write about. I just wrote a column. It hasn't been published yet. It has to do with it's. You may call it silly, but it has to do with bicycles.
Is this the one published on Wednesdays tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
And it just has to do with an observation that I made, and it's kind of humorous, but it's true. In my community, I see more adults riding bicycles than I do kids.
Okay.
It used to be you had a bike when you were a kid, right? What kid didn't? I mean, that's how you
got around.
Rode all over the neighborhood, and you met new friends and everything. You don't see that
all over town.
You don't see that now. So the adults that you see riding bicycles today, a lot of times there's 2 or 3 reasons why they're riding bicycles. One of them, they're wanting to get healthier.
That's nice. Yeah.
And some of them are competitive riders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know. I think one of the DiMaggios, I believe, rides competitively, and that's wonderful.
Used to him,
and then you have those adults who have lost their license, their driver's license, and that's the only way they can get around.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, those will be typically the ones with the baskets on the side.
And that is to go to and from the store of liquor.
Yeah.
Liquor store.
Or a grocery store.
Grocery store. Well, most of the time it's the liquor store.
Yeah.
But there's one guy that I wrote about who has I didn't name him certainly because I don't know who it is, but he has a 3-wheel bicycle and a big basket on the back, and it holds probably 4 cases of beer if you put them in vertically. And so it's just adults now riding more bicycles than kids.
So you've seen that loaded down?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I never have seen
And I even saw this, and you can't make this stuff up, Bruce Dickey. You can't make this up. I saw a guy with a bicycle and one of these child trailers that you put your toddler in, you know?
Yeah, like a little...
He converted it to a beer wagon. So he rides to town on his bicycle with the kid.
Is it back or in front?
It's back. It's in the back. Yeah, it's in the back. It's a little trailer. It's a little enclosed trailer. That way you don't get your beer wet, I guess. But you know who cares if your beer's wet?
Like a pram.
I don't even know what a pram is.
It's a perambulator.
Sure.
Yeah.
I perambulate from time to time.
There you do.
Yeah, Nancy loves it. I'll tell you. Can't you hear me? Woo. Not that old.
So, okay, so that's my point. That's my question. How did you settle on writing a column about bike riders?
While I'm the Forrest.
You got to come up with something.
I'm the Forrest Gump of mowing, right?
You are the Forrest Gump of mowing.
So when I'm mowing,
you're not the Forrest Gump of Bubba Gump like wealthy, are you?
No. But that's kind of when that's when I think about things.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I was thinking back, one of the things that you may have too when you were a kid, when you had a bicycle, there were 2 things that you did that your parents absolutely would beat you within an inch of your life for doing.
Yeah.
One was riding behind the skeeter sprayer.
I always did that.
Absolutely, you did that. But that was back before they used stuff that actually killed the mosquitoes. Because back then, all it did was make them mad. It didn't kill them.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is you rode your bicycle across and through and behind and on freshly oiled roads. Absolutely. And you'd come home covered in oil, and you'd have to have a gasoline bath.
I had 1 or 2 of those. I've had 2 of those in my life.
Usually the gasoline bath was preceded and afterwards with a whooping. You got whooped before and after the gas bath.
It was actually mine was out in the front lawn too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's always outside.
Yes. Well, my mother would always say, "Go over to that elm tree over there and break me off a switch." And I would try to find the smallest one I could find, of course, because whappity. That'd pre child abuse today, I'm sure. But
yeah, I'm certain.
But anyway, so it just pops in my head, the things that I remember and observations that I have. So and then I wrote a column recently about police chases.
Oh, really?
And that was based upon a recent appellate court ruling in the state of Illinois regarding a police chase where a cop was chasing somebody and ran through an intersection, hit an SUV, and killed 2 people.
Right.
The courts had ruled the cop was not at fault and negated the award to the family.
I see.
Well, on appeal, the appellate court said, time out. This cop violated his own department's pursuit rules, and so they reversed the whole case and awarded $2.6 million to the family.
From whatever city police.
This was, I can't remember what county it was in, but it was up north. So anyway, I wrote a story about police chases and how it's not always the smartest thing in the world, although it's very entertaining. I like to watch live PD.
Sure.
Which, what's his name? Mr. Abrams, I think is.
You'll have something like that on the Los Angeles have been doing that.
Oh, yeah. And then usually it winds up in a chase, and it's very exciting. But, a lot of times those things don't end well.
No, that's right.
And I had a former boss, I certainly don't want to name him, but he always said, if there's something like that, just shoot the guy. Shoot him. You're chasing somebody, shoot him.
I know which one it is.
And I said to him, so you shoot this guy, which is going to end the chase, no question about it.
It's going to stop it.
And then that car you're pursuing goes across the center line and hits that van full of your own kids coming home from church. Now, how do you like that? Well, shoot him.
My kids aren't going to church.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's the thing. You just never know where something is going to grab you, do you?
That's right. Anyway, so I read those appellate opinions because sometimes there are local people involved in them. But I read the Seventh Circuit Federal Court of Appeals opinions all the time.
Do you?
Every day, yeah.
Do you really?
Yes, and then I look for the Fifth Circuit opinions, which are in the state appellate court.
Okay.
We're in the Fifth Circuit here.
We're in Mount Vernon, right? Mount
Yes,
Vernon and,
correct.
Belleville and all the.
Well, Mount Vernon is where the appellate court is for the Fifth
state
Circuit.
courts.
Yes,
Right.
state courts. So I look at both of those, and because a lot of times they're of local interest.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty. Got Lynn Wells here. What'd you say?
I said just a little different.
I didn't know if you had anything else to add. We're going to actually, we might, you mind telling us a couple of stories from the other column too?
Sure. I don't mind at all. How much time we got? Another 30 minutes?
Probably about another 15.
Oh, absolutely.
Another 12.
Well, whatever. Now you get me. You just keep cutting me down.
About 11 minutes.
About 30 seconds. Sure, Bruce.
That's Lynn Wells.
Sure.
We'll be right back. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details. At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
The difference between a good building and a great building is craftsmanship. It's about taking pride in the finished product. It's about being a professional. Unlike other construction companies, you work with Morton Building's craftsmen from conception to completion. From the plant employees who roll the steel to the company driver who delivers the materials to the construction crews, every one of them are Morton employee owners who take pride in exceeding your expectations. Discover the Morton difference today at mortonbuildings.com.
I'm Christine, and I used to smoke. My tip is, when you hear the words oral cancer, think about more than just your mouth. The skin grafts and reconstructive surgery can really leave a mark on your arm, your shoulder, and your neck. Not to mention what it can do to your face.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate you tuning in today. My guest is Lynn Wells. We're just kibitzing about a few things.
Sure.
And we've been talking about Kentucky Derby as well as your burgeoning publishing network and
burgeoning.
That's
exactly
a big word, Bruce. Gentleman farmer, by the way, Lynn Wells.
By the way, folks, the only reason Bruce Dickey keeps inviting me back is he wants more eggs.
I've got eggs.
Brought you
over there. He
dozen
brought me a dozen eggs. Thank you so much. How are the chickens doing?
Chickens are doing great.
Yeah?
Their chickens are
we
doing
got them all
8, doing good.
At what point will we fry them up or use them?
We'll release them into the wild so the wolves can eat them.
I was going to say, you'll give them to coyotes.
Will eat them. No, I don't know. They're doing fine. We'll just give them back to somebody. Take them back where I got them.
How are they?
Flora.
How are they? How's production?
8 chickens, 8 eggs a day.
Is that right?
Can't go wrong with that, can you?
They're
ovulating fools.
Well,
that's what they call it.
Now they don't. I presume.
Yeah.
But they don't have a rooster anymore, do they?
No, we don't want any. We don't want any of that fertilized egg stuff. No,
Okay.
we don't. I wouldn't want you to crack open an egg, for breakfast, and there's a little set of eyes looking up at you.
No, I wouldn't.
No, you'd freak out.
No, yes, I would. Yeah.
You'd have you some egg drop soup with. One of my favorite soups in all the world.
Oh, what's that?
Chicken face soup. You ever had chicken face soup? You've never had chicken face soup?
I've never had chicken face soup. Tell me about chicken face soup.
The secret is leaving in the beaks. Oh, it's so good. It's a little crunch.
That does exist.
Chicken face soup, sure. Yeah. And you got a built-in toothpick with the beaks.
Yeah.
Little chicken humor there.
Yeah. People will eat the chicken feet for.
Oh yeah, they're delicious. Deep fried.
They are not.
Deep fried chicken feet. Oh yeah. You ever speaking? Oh, I won't go there.
Tell the story.
No, never.
I hear that Uncle Skeet had.
Uncle Skeet. He was. What the deal was? Do you remember I told you before that he had he got thrown out of church because he had the big fat lady in front of him. When she stood up, the dress was stuck up, and and he pulled that out, and she turned around and slapped him.
Yes,
and then when he tried to put it back, she slapped him again.
Yeah, I understand.
So they asked him to leave.
Okay, yeah.
So he was no longer part of that church. So Skeet, in an effort to get back in the good graces of this church, trying to reinstate his membership, he decided, he went to the pastor. He says, look, I noticed the church could use a paint job.
Oh, that's cool. How giving of his time
and the pastor
efforts.
said, you're right. We just, it's a small church, small congregation. We don't have a lot of money. Barely have enough money to pay the light bill and a little bit for me as a preacher. And he said, look,
preacher has to have something.
He said, I am so sorry for that misunderstanding.
He's not living on the fruits of love.
No. So he said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll paint the church if you'll let me back in. He said, oh, absolutely. So that's so generous of you, Skeet. So Skeet said, don't worry about it. Don't even think about it again. So Skeet went to the hardware store and he picks up a 5-gallon bucket of exterior white paint.
Oh, that's how we see a little white church in the valley.
In the country. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Out on the windswept prairie out there. Beautiful. Well, Skeet got to looking at that
see
church.
It in your mind's eye.
Oh yeah, the steeple and everything up there.
Beautiful. Love it.
So Skeet looks at that church and looks at that 5-gallon bucket. He said, well, this is an exterior latex. He said, I'm not sure 5 gallons is going to work on this. So Skeet says,
depending on the size of the church.
Well, turns out that looked like to him after he did a little measurement.
Yeah.
That it was going to take like 5 gallons per side. So he really needed 20 gallons.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what he did. But he should have checked that before he went to the hardware store. But he didn't, Bruce.
Yeah.
So he said, well, this is latex paint. It's an exterior latex. It can be cut, as it were, watered down a bit.
Watered down.
So he said, white's white, maybe a little paler white, but it's white. So Skeet goes and he kind of,
you can only really cut that.
Well,
so much.
He cut it basically 4-to-1.
Cut it 4-to-1.
And he painted and boy, it really looked good. Absolutely looked beautiful.
That's
nice. And he made that fine. It was kind of like the fishes and loaves.
Kind of like loaves.
Loaves and fishes.
Multiples of fed the multitudes. Instead of feeding the multitudes, he painted the multitude.
It was beautiful.
I love it.
So anyway, it looked good, and the preacher came back and admired it. He said, it's so beautiful. He said, it looks great, Skeet. I can't wait for you to come to church this Sunday And I'm going to bring you up to the pulpit there and thank you personally. And
talk about getting back into the bosom of the church.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, so Skeet goes to church Sunday morning. Big storms brewing up in the west. You know, that he'd had this beautiful weather to paint in, and everything looked great, and everything was dry and everything, and then the storm blew up, and there was thunder and lightning and everything.
Oh, no.
Oh. Anyway, so they had Skeet up there.
He's probably worried a little bit.
He's a little bit. Anyway, so Skeet, they bring him up to the pulpit there with the preacher, and the preacher thanked him, and everybody stood and gave him a standing ovation. And Skeet painted the church out of his own goodness of his heart, and wanting to get in back good graces of the church. So, as they're leaving, you got the preacher standing out, saying goodbye to everybody, and boy, the storm just kept brewing, and it just came up and thundered and lightning, rain, Bruce, started just pouring down buckets.
Oh no!
Well, guess what?
The latex, the quarter cut latex had not really taken good enough hold.
It started to. I'm gonna take a drink.
It started to run. I'm guessing that with that heavy rain, started maybe to run a little bit on the. Was it a metal siding, I guess, or was it wood siding?
No, it was aluminum.
Oh, aluminum. Yeah. So with it being aluminum,
it's just choking me up, Bruce.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like.
Can we take a break?
No, we can't take a break. We've got 3 minutes left in the show.
Well, I don't want to cough for.
I'll tell you. Do you want me to shut off the microphone? Or are you going to be okay?
Shut it off for a second.
Okay, hold on a second.
I apologize.
I could have turned the music on too, but I forgot to do that. I never had anybody do that.
It made me tear up even a little bit. Can you see?
It's a touching story.
It is. So anyway, the rain pours in buckets.
Oh.
And the paint is running.
Oh, no.
And the preacher looks at the paint, and then the clouds get even thicker. And then a voice from heaven comes down. I mean, it's God himself. Lightning bolt strikes right next to Skeet.
Wow.
And God said, "Repaint and thin no more." And so, repaint and thin no more. And those are words to live by. They really are.
It's so touching. Repaint. I feel.
Oh, that was an evangelical story.
I feel horrified that I didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that coming, honestly. I apologize. When I think of stories like this, it chokes me up, Bruce. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess it would. I'm so, all right. So, I mean, therein lies the question. Was he ever welcomed back in?
No, he got in his pickup truck and went to the house. That was it. He no longer paints churches.
Does he not?
Repaint and thin no more.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, well, God works in mysterious ways.
He does. He repaint and thin no more.
That's right. Well, who has more fun than people?
Oh, that's right. All right, well, I got about 30 seconds with you. Who's going to win the Preakness?
I have no clue. I don't even know who's in it. I'm sorry. I know about one horse that's not in it.
Country House is going to be in it.
Country House is going to be in it, but they're not putting in the maximum security.
I didn't know if they decided.
It has been decided that the owner was in the paper today, in the news this morning, that he was not going to enter him. Which I guess he could, correct?
Oh, yeah.
No reason he couldn't, right?
No, yeah.
But no, I read where he was not going to enter the horse.
Well, War of Wills, it's a shorter race. That might be better for it. Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe it'll be a lot of. When is that, by the way? What's the date on that?
It's a week from Saturday.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's 7th.
Second of the Triple Crown.
18th.
Second of the Triple Crown.
That's right. That's right. See if Country House
exciting.
can do it twice.
I hope so.
That'd be great.
Would be.
Hey, Lynn, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, and I apologize for choking up at the end of the show.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
It's a touching story.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Maintain your courage, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you all next time. Have a great Tuesday. See you soon.